welcome to One Word Show, the most talked about show in my head. I'm Jason, I am your host today, and we have a very special guest. This is our One Word Show Junior Edition, and we have, my mind just went completely blank. No, Sara.
Hi.
Hey, Sara, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, welcome to the show.
Thank you, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Do you know anything about the show?
No, actually.
That is very surprising. Who's your father, Sara?
Person who makes this.
Oh, the producer of this show.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything about it at all?
Nope.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic. All right, well, since you don't know, and some of the folks at home may not know as well, I'll break it down for you, okay? I'm going to get two words that I haven't seen yet, you haven't seen yet. You're going to get an option to choose one of them, and then we're going to freestyle about it for a little bit.
Okay.
Sound like something you can handle? You still want to do the show?
Well, I'm on the set, so I guess I have to.
You're here, you might as well, right? Okay, well, let me check. Let's see what our words are today. All right. Those are not the words that we guessed earlier when we were thinking about it. All right, so your words are feeling or sloppy.
Oh.
Two very fun words, I think, with lots of potential.
So you just have to pick one word, right?
Yeah, you pick the one that you want to talk about, and we'll freestyle on it for a little while.
I want to talk about sloppy, I think.
Sloppy, so that's
Yeah.
one you want to go with. Okay, cool. Before we get into sloppy too much, though, let's talk about feeling.
All right.
Why did you not choose feeling? Do you have feelings?
I don't know, I'm a teenager. I don't think those exist.
Oh, that's true. No, teenagers, that's a common misnomer that teenagers don't have feelings, but they're just very select, like, apathy. Is emo a feeling? I think sometimes. There we go, emo. That might be a feeling, or it should be. No?
No.
Oh, what is emo then? Isn't that like one of those bird, like looks like an ostrich?
That's an emu.
Oh, that's an emu. Okay.
Emo is like, wearing black every day and listening to MCR every day of your life.
Wait. How's that different than goth then?
Goth is more of a style, and emo's kind of like a lifestyle. So.
Okay. All right. So goth is just.
It's.
Frontin', and emu is a way of life. Emo, not the bird.
No.
I really want to I want to have an emu way of life, I think.
No.
Okay, all right, so emo. Are you either one of those?
No.
You're not an emu? Definitely, you're not a bird.
No.
Do you emo often?
No, I wear black all the time, but that's just because I like being warm. But.
Okay, so yeah, and warm is a good feeling as well.
No, I'm not emo.
You're not emo? What would you, as a teenager then, with very few feelings, where would you categorize yourself in that? Because it's a very interesting world, that teenage world.
Well,
it hasn't changed much, but.
I think the most present feelings that you have when you're a teenager are anger, sadness, and regret.
Well, okay, I understand. The first two I definitely understand. I thought regret was safe for people over 40, but I could be wrong on that. What are some of the things that you get? What are some of the things that make you angry then?
Literally anything can make you angry when you're a teenage girl.
Now, is that opposed to figuratively?
No,
Okay,
I mean like actually anything can make you mad. Like,
anything.
Yes, a butterfly could pass by you and you'd be like, that wing is not going fast enough. I'm now angry. Like, that's how it works.
Wow.
It's stupid.
Okay. It's stupid? All right. So you understand that it's a problem, but you can't help it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm getting a little bit of insight. My daughter's going on 10, but she'll be a teenager soon. So this is I'm finding this very helpful. So, okay, anything can make butterfly, slow wing. I mean, who wouldn't that make angry, if we're being completely honest? Come on. Well, if one wing is going too slow, then is that a butterfly that's just going in a circle? Is that why you're mad, because it's hovering over you now? That would make me angry. A butterfly hovering, then I'm thinking like government, like checking me out or something. No.
Where are you getting this?
Well, it's a journey inside my head. That's a different show entirely.
Well.
Okay, so we talked about angry. Anything can make you angry as a teenager.
Yes.
What was your second?
Especially
your
a
second
teenage
one
girl.
was
Sadness.
Sadness. Okay, yes. Sadness I can kind of understand, but why don't you spell it out for me a little bit?
Well, sadness is kind of over exaggerated in your head when you're a teenager.
Okay. All right.
You're like
Man, this is gold. I love it. Okay,
Like-
over exaggerated in your head. How?
Well, let's say parents, because that's a big subject.
That is a big subject.
Looking over at my mom right now.
Just pretend they're not here. Anything you say here stays on the show. We're good.
All right.
Talk away.
So, like, my mom tells me to do, like, chores a lot, because that's what you do as a teenager to show
Sure.
your responsibility.
Right?
So,
Which is good.
Like-
Chores are good. Teaches you work ethic.
but, like, my mom could yell at me for, like, the most normal thing, like, not doing the dishes or something.
Okay.
And I'd be like, oh, my life is so hard. I hate it so much. Like, life is so unfair. Like,
The over-exaggerated
What it is,
sadness in
yes.
your head. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense then.
and then it goes into the emo phase.
Not the emu phase, but
No.
the emo phase.
That's a completely different thing.
That is a completely different phase. I would agree with that.
I don't know if that's a normal phase.
The emu is a normal phase?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I would hope not.
Maybe. Oh, it's probably one of those weird TV show phases that we won't talk about.
Yeah.
All right, so sadness. You broke that down pretty
Yeah.
good. So how do you handle that then? How do you handle that over-exaggerated sadness? I was just tearing up for you.
Okay. I think you just realize that you are the dumb one in
Oh.
this.
You are so advanced for a teenager right now. You have no idea. Seriously, like maybe you forget this more as you get older. We'll do an interview a couple years from now, and we'll see if you still feel the same way.
Like, you just gotta realize that you are being extremely dumb at that moment, and it's a normal thing, and your parents are yelling at you for a reason. Like, you people don't usually get mad at you for no reason at all. Like, that's unless they're crazy. But
True. That's called dating. That's a different thing too altogether. Wait, what? Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Not my girlfriend. I'm talking about other people's girlfriends or boyfriends getting mad. My girlfriend is a saint. All right. Anyway, so let's go to our last one, regret.
Oh.
What
Oh, boy.
possible regrets can a 13-year-old have? Oh my gosh, I should have put chocolate milk into my cereal instead of whole milk. That kind of a regret, or I should have did pigtails instead of a ponytail.
Do people still wear pigtails? Is that a thing?
I think so. In the South, it's definitely a thing.
I
I
don't
don't know about the Midwest. They're a little slower here.
I
Just kidding, guys.
I don't think kids over the age of 6 wear them.
Okay. All right. Well, so then the regrets.
Yeah, I think regrets would just correlates to anxiety in teens, which is a completely other subject, which is kind of deep, so I'm not talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No well subjects today.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sure. But like, regret is just a lot of things.
Sure.
Like, kind of like asking your crush out. Like, and then you don't know what they're gonna say. Or like not asking your crush out too. Literally everything is regretful because you don't know. Like if you don't ask out your crush, you're like, oh, I regret that because that could have been like a good relationship. If you do, then you're like, oh, well, I hate myself now. So.
Why do you hate yourself if you ask your crush out?
Because that's so scary. Like.
But if the crush says yes, then it's awesome, right? You're like, woohoo! We're not talking about soda, right? We're talking about someone you like, crush.
Well, you never know. I mean.
Soda makes me excited sometimes too. I'm like, woo, open, all right.
No, it could splash on you, but.
Yeah, it could splash on you if you shook it up. No, that's true. That's very true.
It's karma. Don't
Yeah.
shake up sodas.
Don't shake up.
It's not
don't,
nice.
No,
No.
it's not. Okay.
No.
I'll remember that. Remember that. Karma,
Yeah.
don't shake up sodas.
Yeah, it's
I like it.
not nice.
Sounds like a t-shirt. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. So
Okay.
crush. Okay, but no, seriously, if your crush says yes, so there's no reason to be regretful then, right? Because then it's exciting.
Well,
Then there's no regret.
well then.
You did it.
Okay. But like when you have a crush, it's all like la-di-da, kind of like fun until it like literally kills you with feelings.
Whoa.
But
I don't think
well,
I've ever been crushed that hard before on anyone.
is that a pun?
No.
That sounded like a pun.
Could have been a pun. It's not
okay.
funny though. I'm just saying. Okay. Continue, please.
Okay. But like, and then when you do ask them out, it's like, oh, well, if I end up not liking them, or if they end up not liking me in the long run, then that's gonna suck. Plus, if they do break up with you, that's gonna suck too. It's thinking in the future.
Holy cow, that is. As a man, I don't, or even as a boy, I don't. We have our nothing box, so we don't necessarily think about all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Intense. That's really intense. What would you say to just having no regrets? Just do it. You're not gonna die. Well, I mean, obviously, some things if you do, you're gonna die. But like asking someone out, or telling your mom what you feel, or whatever. Just doing it.
I don't think girls in general are capable of that. That's.
So it's just a wiring thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't mean to make that crazy symbol when I did the wiring. That was. I just meant like wiring. So you don't think women can just?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you as lost as I am right now?
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're good. We're talking about regret. You're
okay.
right. You're
All
good.
right. But like, girls.
I understand that feeling. Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
They don't have a way of just going, oh, okay, no regrets, whatever, I'm just doing this. They can't do that, because then afterwards they're like, oh, that was stupid. Because there are things that are gonna happen afterwards, and I didn't think about that. And crap. So.
So
yeah.
You're regretting the actual things that happened because you didn't see them coming, and you're like, I should have just stayed in the crush in this whatever in my mind is this. How I think it should be, opposed to the actual reality of it.
Yeah, it's like headcanons are better than the actual show. Like, you know.
If I had any idea what a headcanon was, I probably would agree with you.
I'm sorry. A headcanon is basically something that is not canon in the show, which means like real, happened in the show, but it's something that you want to happen, so happens in your brain, kind of. Therefore,
I got
headcanon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm learning stuff all the time. I love it.
Wow. But yeah, just it's a lot of things, especially when you're a teenage girl. I don't know if that happens too much in teenage boys.
No, my brain is baffled right now. I don't think it happens the same way. Maybe as a teenager, because then your brain just stops working most of the time anyway. We tend to overthink.
That's not even wrong, actually. So yeah, that's just girls' minds are really scattered brains usually, and then they have a lot of thinking in the future that they don't need to have, and it's stupid. Like really annoying.
Okay, so like just when you make sure I'm trying to understand what you're saying here, you're saying like too many like what if scenarios. You think too much about it instead of just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
You
basically
think too much about the future and you worry too much when you should just be focusing on the now.
Mhm. Yeah, pretty much. And
I think guys do that sometimes too, just on a much simpler level.
Yeah. Girls
much simpler.
With girls it's like an equation kinda. Like
all right, getting into math, one of my least favorite subjects, but continue.
Oh, same. But basically it's so complicated. It's literally sorry, I use literally a lot.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's an equation.
Okay.
Like, and it's so far in the future that you will literally still be thinking about your future while you're dead, like in your grave. Like, do you think I'll go to heaven or hell today? Like, you know, like, wow, it's stuffy in here, you know? Like, it doesn't.
Yeah. Like, having said that, I want a roomy coffin, please. I need room to stretch.
Like, then when you're like 15, you're like, when I get a coffin, I think I'm gonna paint it blue. Like, you know, it's a big thing.
Wait, is that a thought that you have as a teenager?
Yeah. Occasionally.
All right.
So, you know, it's really too much thinking, I think. Wow.
Too much thinking you think. That was kind of ironic.
Oh, boy.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah. That's too much thinking, in my personal opinion.
I know, and we've used up all of my psychological knowledge, so let's move over to sloppy then.
Yeah.
How's that sound? Let's go to the words you wanted to talk about.
Yes, all right.
Man, I can't even imagine if you didn't want to talk about feeling and we got all that out of it. I can hardly wait to see what sloppy brings for us here. So sloppy.
I think I chose... Oh, I said I think again. I chose sloppy because I am really... I am such a slob.
Okay. Okay. So you really relate to the word. You feel like you really are just have a knowledge of that word.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Are you a slob in like your whole life or just specific things?
You can kind of ask my parents. My whole everything.
I could ask your parents, but you're here, and I'm sure we'd love your interpretation.
I mean,
they'll tell me something different than what you're going to tell me.
Well,
that's
the truth. Because I'm gonna like call myself an angel, and they're being weird. They're gonna be like, "No, you're not. What are you talking about? Like, stop."
I can completely relate with that. I had a brother like that. He at school, they loved him, and then at home he was crazy. And we get these reports. Oh, your son's such an angel, and I'm like, is my brother going to your class? Are you talking about my brother? Because no, that's not. Yeah. No, for sure.
I'm sure that's how my parents act.
Yeah, you think so? Well, that's not.
Yeah.
Let's leave your parents out of it for right now. They can't defend themselves, except for in the comments later. So be ready for that.
Hate.
So let's talk about it. Okay, slob.
Yeah.
Tell me why you think you're such a slob.
I don't think I'm always a slob.
Okay,
and
that's
my
a
parents are gonna
good
laugh
start.
at this. But I'm really sloppy in certain aspects.
Okay.
Like keeping any kind of room clean. Like, I can't do it. Like, I feel like if I have everything clean, it is not safe for me anymore. It is not my home. Like,
okay. No, you like to have a little bit of, like, organized chaos.
It's not even organized.
All right.
Like,
mine's organized
everywhere.
at least right now, so I felt like I was kind of connecting, but no, you go complete chaos.
Yes, everything is chaos, and if it's not, then I, like, feel really weird and unsafe.
Okay.
It's like, what is this place that I am? I don't, like, you can see the floor here? Like,
no.
Oh, that's a new experience. Like, it's really chaotic.
Okay.
And then leaving cupboards open, that's something I'm really sloppy at, because I do that every single day.
Now, why do you think you do that? I mean, it's pretty simple. You just, and it closes
again. Yeah, I
again.
don't know.
Like, it doesn't even take a second or two.
Yeah, I feel like I just literally, it's not important to me in my brain, so I'm like, okay, whatever, and just forget. I, like, forget that it's open as a whole, which is
okay. But
weird.
you don't have a lot of tall people in your house, right? So it's probably safe
Nope.
to leave the cabinet open. Nobody's like catching the corner on their noggin or anything like that.
Finally, I can kidnap them without them realizing. Okay, but my elbow cracked. But yeah, there's not a lot of tall people in my house other than my dad, and he's not even that tall. Sorry.
It's not your fault he's not tall. Don't be sorry.
Yeah. But my mom is really, really short, and I'm average height, so
Okay.
for a 13-year-old, so yeah.
But the heads are safe, not cracking anything with the.
No.
So what other aspects are you sloppy in? You talked about a couple things. I understand the room thing entirely. When I was a teenager, I think maybe it's a teenager thing too.
Maybe.
Because when I was a teenager, my grandmother come to stay with us. I can't remember what was going on with the details, but I came home from school one day and there was a floor in my room, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I was looking for a pair of pants, and I'm like, Grandma, you see my pants? She's like, check the dresser. I'm like, the what? She goes, that thing with drawers in it. And I'm like, why would they be there? I had a clean pile on the floor, right here where I knew where it was, Grandma. Bless her heart. She's moved on. She's sweet as an angel, but like shirts were hanging in the closet. It was like they had like creases in them. It was just a weird experience. I haven't. Yeah, no more.
When I do try and organize things, it's the weirdest thing because my parents organize things normally. They're like, okay, here's summer shirts, here's winter like shirts, like sweaters, and then here's pants and here's shorts. I'm like, here's what I want to wear, which is just a jumbled thing that, like, some things I will be in winter and, like, pick up a crop top. Be like, here you go, I'll put this on. And then there are things that I absolutely will not wear, and they stay in there for years. that's
So
yeah.
if they stay in there for years, do you think you should just like donate them to somebody else then?
My family doesn't get a lot of time to do that. I always say sell them because I like money.
What? What? This is such a newsflash for me. Kids like money? Or is it just teenagers?
I feel like kids, everyone likes money.
Okay.
They just can't get it because they can't get jobs, which sucks. But yeah,
Okay.
I always say to sell my things, but my parents don't want to do that. They always want to give it away, which is a sweet thing. But
That's very
again,
sweet. I used to want to sell
I don't
my
have
brothers.
a job. So, yeah.
You ever tried to sell a sibling? You got any of those? You can. Oh, you don't have any younger ones, do you? I was gonna. You can't. Yeah, you're the youngest, so that
Yeah.
doesn't work so much.
It's on my dog, but I mean, that's kind of. Hey.
That would work if you didn't like your dog, I guess, right?
Well, they can bark a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Maybe. One day.
Maybe one day. All right.
It's like a stretch goal in my
A
life.
stretch goal to sell your dog? Or to
No,
get a job?
who said that?
No.
But
So, okay, you talked
Yeah.
about some of the stuff that you think you're a slob in, but you said you're not a complete slob.
yeah, I'm not a complete slob.
So let's
because
talk about some of those areas that you're not so. Where do you think you excel in not being sloppy?
I feel like when I am an artist, like
Okay.
not professional, but I
Now,
just like doing
when
art
you
as a
say an
hobby.
artist, like, do you do sculptures? Do you do paintings? Do you
I-
do that stuff where you put paint on your face and smack it and look, it's art.
What?
It's a thing.
That's
I'm just saying. I think they call them Rorschach paintings now, but that's anyway. What kind of an artist are you?
Well, kind of like I do drawings like
Okay.
like with pencil, and then I use kind of mixed media because I can use watercolor, acrylic, and like pencil kind of like
Okay.
colored pencil, I mean. So kind of mixed media, but not too mixed media like I'm doing drawings and then all of a sudden, oh, here's a giant sculpture. Like, no, it's not like that.
Okay.
Just things on paper, basically.
So just
or
using
canvas.
different techniques on the paper for your mixed media.
Yeah,
So a
yeah.
little colored pencil with maybe a little watercolor in there as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is actually a good technique. But that I'm very organized in, I think. Like, all my pro markers are in one spot. If I have them with a different brand, like different brand of markers, and they'll be in one thing. And they're not like Crayola. They're like actually really expensive markers that are actually meant for art and not like kid markers. So, you know, they're organized then.
Wait. So Crayolas are not for art.
Well, they are, but for like little kids who are not serious in art.
Oh.
Because
I just
if-
need to make a note to get rid of my Crayolas real quick. So,
Uh,
no, I'm just go ahead. Anyway.
Okay. But like, yeah, because if you use a Crayola on normal
Uh-huh.
paper, it will kind of break the paper if you use it enough. I use alcohol-based markers.
Okay.
So when you like use them, they don't break the paper and they don't get like a deeper tone when you like use them over and over again. They just go with a more steady color.
Okay, so they
Kinda.
stay the same. The consistency is there
Yes.
for you. Right on.
Yeah, and it doesn't like break the paper.
So you're very organized in this area because you want to know where all your stuff is and as you're
Yeah. Like,
drawing or what have you.
yes, I hate when I lose my art stuff. It's the worst thing in the world. Like, I don't care if I lose literally my glasses, which I can't see without. If I lose a pencil,
That seems
I will
like that would be a problem though if you can't see without your glasses.
I'll just go really close to paper. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
You
Or-
got a plan. That's what matters.
Yeah. But like if I lose even just a normal pencil, I will freak out and like clean my entire room. Oh, hey, parents, there you go. Just
So
take
did
away
you
my
just-
pencils.
Did you just
Like,
give an idea to your parents? Like, if they hide your pencils, the room will be clean?
I'm hiding
Wow,
my pencils
Johnny,
now.
Dan, that's good. All right, well, cool. So you're not, I like it. You've done, it sounds like you're a mix. That's good. A mix between
Yeah.
sloppy and not sloppy. That's a good reason to like the word.
Yeah.
Any last things that you'd like to add to your thoughts on sloppy?
I feel like my parents are really sloppy too, and they don't like to admit it.
Perfect.
But
Let's
they-
cut that right there. That's another show for sure. I'll bring your dad on and talk about how he's sloppy, and then we'll compare notes again. Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for being on the show today. It was great having you. For those of you guys at home, thanks for watching. You can if you like the show, subscribe. Even if you didn't like the show, subscribe. You never know what I'm going to say. Hit that little bell for notifications. You can comment down below. We like to respond to that kind of stuff. And if you didn't like the show, well, that's too bad. Everybody can't be us. So until next time, you can find us on facebook.com/onewordShow, or you can go to onewordshow.com, and we will see you guys.
Later.